All right, anyway, the great blue heron looks like a crane, but blue kind of looks grayish. When you see it, to me, it was like, whoa, special. I feel so bad for kids who can't see, for people who can't see these beautiful things that we could see. And then companies don't, when they're making phones, they don't even think about, like, there's no buttons on there. It'd be a lot easier if there's buttons for blind people. I guess they gotta get one of those old school phones. I mean, they still make them, I think, for like construction workers and shit. But man, it just makes you think. All right, back to it. AboutSpiritual.com says a great blue heron symbolism is related to your spiritual awakening and self-awareness. It's a way your guardian angels are sending you support and a dose of motivation. Great blue heron engages your spirit and pushes you forward toward your spiritual transformation and mental development. DigestFromExperts.com says, when you see a blue heron, it is a sign that you may need to nurture your deeper emotions. This can also be a good time to pay attention to your intuition, as heron is associated with your deeper subconscious wisdom. Blue heron is symbolic of your intelligence and resourcefulness. Thank you. TheBigDeer.com says that the symbolism is of, self-discovery. Blue herons are solitary creatures. They don't live in flocks, as they spend most of the time with themselves. They can be seen to become their own best ally. Hence, they are called as the symbol of self-discovery. It teaches you to take time out of busy schedules and get to know thyself truly. The most effective way would be to spend time alone by putting away all the distractions, be it your cell phone, social media, PlayStation, or anything that makes noise. Sit quietly with yourself and be in the present moment. Once you start knowing your weaknesses, strengths, and talents, you can become your own best ally. This way, you will also be able to increase your self-confidence, and by then, others' perspective about you won't bother you at all. For good luck, the blue heron are regarded as an emblem of good luck. If you have the bird as your spirit animal, consider yourself lucky. Blue heron also comes with a good news as it enters your life. Independence. Young blue heron gradually becomes independent from the care of their parents. It enlightens you about the need to be self-reliant. That is why it is known as the symbol of independence. It teaches you to establish some limits to your privacy in life. Good parenting. Such birds are considered good parents. They take turns in providing for their child. For this, it is stated to symbolize good parenting. It helps you realize your duties as a parent. Patience and persistence. Such bird is a patient hunter. It barely moves and hunts for the surface of the water with their eyes unblinking. It does not even dare to breathe, since the lightest breath can cause a ripple in the water. It waits and stands static, like tall sculpture, unless an unwary fish swims by. After the bird gets the right opportunity, the bird moves at lightning speed, catches the fish, and gulps it down. Gulp. This shows the patient side of the bird, which is one of the symbols of the blue heron. Not just that, it also conveys a message of being persistent. You will just need to wait for the right time before striking. Just be persistent and you will know when is the right time. Adaptive for survival. Blue heron always moves between the worlds of earth, sky, and water. They find home in each of these habitats. You will also find them comfortable in different ambients where they move from one to another without any resistance. The herons flow, fly, swoop, and dive in and out of the three worlds. It knows how to make use of each element for its resources so it can deal with its survival. Hence, it is considered a symbol of adaptation. It adapts itself to different environments to lead life peacefully. It makes you realize that you are also part of a vast fucking ecosystem. I added the fucking part, not thebigdeer.com. Shout out to them for this insightful information. Calmness. Blue herons are very calm in nature. It loves to be at peace and avoids getting involved in any issues. That's why it symbolizes calmness. The history of it. In tribal culture, the Erie, E-R-I-E, I guess that's from like the Erie Lake, individuals had several heron-shaped ceremonial smoking pipes, showing that they held the bird in special regard. It was found in north of Heron County. As for the Erie people, they lived in part of North America just before European settlers arrived. If you go, I don't know if this is all coherent. If you go farther back, there were tribal folks called the Hopewell who created heron artworks like that of the elegantly crafted pipe during 200 BC and 500 AD. During 800 BC, the Adena culture of paleo tribes left different stuff behind related to the bird. For instance, they were carved tablets of clay and stone with intricate design of stylized feather wings, avian talons, and heads, which might signify a sacred heron figure from their midst, as suggested by some of the paleoanthropologists. From prehistoric tribal people of North America, as well as people around the world, many historic cultures included a heron character in their mythology. As a mythical creature who could associate a human and the spirit world, the bird was called to be a feathered spirit of the above world. According to the myth, the heron brought the earth into existence from the dark when it flew over the water at dawn and broke the surface using its talons. In the U.S. in Richland County, the concept of dressing up in heron's feathers for prehistoric tribal ceremonial dances became quite popular during the 19th century. Yeah, I guess in Richland County, I don't know, it's weird in the U.S. In the 1800s, the U.S. saw the quick drop of the population of great blue herons. Well, look at here. So the concept of dressing up in those feathers became popular during the 19th century, which is the 1800s. Also in the 1800s, there was a quick drop of the population of great blue herons. It was not of a bird flu which took their life away. It was the era when heron became hats. During the 20th century in the Clear Fork River Valley, heron iconography extended well. In 1976, an image of a great blue heron was painted onto a Marion Avenue barn. The place had a road making a sharp right angle curve so it can slow down the traffic and invite heron to fly around. So thebigdeer.com, I don't know, whoever's writing that, and most of it made sense. Some of it was a little off, but, when you're getting this information, you're just like, da-da-da-da.